as an immigrant, we've experienced racism as well. And this system of racism is not only in the United States,
Mhm.
it's all over the world. As I said, even on my country, the first Black Republic, Haiti, we have racism. But here we talk about the US. But what we've learned in class help us to deal with this situation. Thanks God. Also, when I worked at the hospital uh, on Jamaica Plain, I remember I faced discrimination. Since the George Floyd death to now, things are still happening, or things have been worse. You can see that on news or on TV or happen. We see that one police officer who pepper or black folks on US military uniform, and it's unbelievable. I wonder myself, that's America. What happened? I mean, as an immigrant, it helps us to be more careful and learn how to prevent some issues. When you come here and you don't know how to deal with, those situations, you could be a victim
Mm.
because it's a system, and racism is a part of a system that they, I mean, built to, I mean, to keep us like black people, Native American, and Spanish, not to move forward.
Mm.
That's my, opinion. Racism, it's something like they built against us between last year and this year. I mean, we are able to understand, how to explain to our family, our community, how the system works, how you can prevent yourself from being one of the victims of the system. It's the reason why the student want to learn more about this topic, because we live here and would like to see a better country. Where our community is safe and feel confident uh, that we live in a safe place without fear and without pain.
Mm.
That's what we expected.
Is there anything is there anything hard about talking about racism in the US?
Uh, uh, does it matter? If it's hard to talk about this topic, because you know what? Uh, like racism, you have to know that one day it could be your turn, or your wife, your family, or your children, and it could happen in your community, uh, or member of your family. Even if those image make us scary or sad, like we've seen, with Brianna Taylor and Trayvon Martin. It's a kind of scary images, right? Uh, Sometimes you said that I don't want to go out and deal with white people. Sometimes you think about that, that
Mhm.
you are afraid of white people, you are afraid of white cops, and I would say this is life. You have to deal with. eh, everyone, and you have to deal with every kind of situation. You gave us some advice to handle those situations, some laws, how to deal with police officers, and let us know our rights. That was helpful.
Mhm.
And don't give up. Don't be discouraged from doing the right thing. Like I used to say to, to my family and everyone who lives near me, surrounded me, not to resisting, not to resist. I mean, when a cops or whatever you call it, police officer, put you over, even though you have right, you have to, make sure that you're doing what they said in a peaceful manner. When you try to fight back, you make things, I mean, worse for you in some cases. And I would say as well, like I saw on the TV last year, people protesting around this country. It's a great way to, to fight back, but
Mhm.
without violence. Without violence. For me, that's the best strategy. To make our voice heard.
Mhm.
You understand that?
Yeah.
And uh, another thing we could do, even though they have gerrymandering, they have suppression, we have to, I mean, uh, go to vote.
Mm.
It's our nuclear weapon
Mm.
with this system.
Mhm.
Go to vote, make your voice heard. Across, elections.